Alright, Mayor of Kingstown Season 4, 5 episodes in, mid-season point. Overall, I think this is a stupid show, but that doesn't mean I think it sucks. A show like Tulsa King I think is stupid and sucks, but a show like Suits I think is stupid, but I binge it all the time. The reason I think this show is stupid is because I can't buy these major crime organizations needing a middleman to negotiate with the guards when they can just bribe or threaten, like in real life. And all his access to crime scenes is a bit ridiculous. I get that he's friends with the cops or whatever. Just saying, that's what I mean when I say stupid. Taylor Sheridan's writing style is real heavy on shock value, conveniences, and using characters as plot devices. Some examples of this is when Mike found that school bus of cocooned bodies that led to Milo being transferred prisons. Then two random inmates that had nothing to do with anything decided to attack guards that led to a riot and Milo was able to escape. Then the school bus full of bodies never got brought up again. It didn't mean anything. They just needed Milo to escape. And a plot device being Iris, who started off really interesting. She's attractive, she's cute, she had an interesting perspective on the world that she's in. She had a majestic draw to her. And I really liked the path that they had her on with Mike up in that cabin where she just needed genuine comfort. She was crying. I thought they were going to do something interesting with her, but then they just kept repeating the same plot line of her being human trafficked, only to lead to her ODing on a bus when they were done using her as a plot device. And we are kind of seeing the same plot device thing with Cindy, a rookie guard that's dropped in there as a half-assed love interest for Mike, given inside information. And they show that she's a single mom, but then she's at the bar with Mike and then wakes up in bed with him, leaving her kids at home. And I'm not knocking that aspect of it. What I feel is that the kids are just there to give an emotional attachment to this character for when something bad happens to her. And I do feel like they're setting up something bad to happen to her, especially with the convenient co-worker of the rapey guy that was transferred prisons in the earlier seasons, and the fact that she's in AdSeg as a woman. So I just get the feeling that once she served her purpose to give the inside information, that something bad is going to happen to her. But with all that said, I'm genuinely liking this season. I love the additions of Edie Falco as Warden Hobbs. I know her as Carmela Soprano from way back. I know she was Nurse Jackie and she played Hillary Clinton in something. And Lenny James is Frank Moses, who most people know as Morgan from The Walking Dead. I know him all the way back from Snatch 20 plus years ago. So when I think of these two actors, that's what I think of them as. As for Edie as the Warden, it does seem like she was just dropped in to be an automatic boss fight for Mike. But there's a level of intrigue there. She's obviously corrupt. She has the cartel sidekick in the suit. Or maybe he's not cartel. They're just kind of making us think that. She has that gun in her seat. That could be because she's afraid of the cartel, or maybe she's actually part of the organization high up. We see her phone mentions Switzerland. That leads us to believe large monetary transactions of offshore accounts. And they mentioned that her and the suit guy have been working together for a while. They've been doing what they do at multiple prisons. Did she start off good and got wrapped up in bad situations? Or was she planted from the get-go because she's actually an operator of the organization? And I'm getting similar intrigue with Frank Moses because there's layers with him as well. Is he just getting friendly with Bunny just to usurp him? Because when he's mentioned everywhere, all the characters act like, oh shit, Frank Moses, that's a big name. So we're led to believe that he could probably wipe Bunny out if he wanted to, but maybe he can't. So he does have to usurp it. Or is he legitimately trying to have a partnership with Bunny? It's hard telling what his angle is, and I find that to be intriguing. Both Lenny and Edie are solid actors and are killing their roles. So this is kind of a case where plot devices work because there's layers to it, unlike the layers of the kids that I mentioned earlier, where she's not really home and it's just a scene to establish that she's a single mother, but nothing else is there so far. What I'm liking most about this season is that the stakes are high. This is the first time that I felt like Mike doesn't really have full control, and everything's kind of falling apart for all the main characters. Which sounds bad, like I want everything to not work out for them, but the
everything's coming up Millhouse
tends to wear out after a while. When the conveniences just keep happening and you know everything's going to work out for everybody. As of right now, we don't know what's going to happen. I doubt Mike's going to get killed off. We're seeing Bunny struggle with the cartel, and maybe they're bringing in Lenny James to replace Bunny in that dynamic. Hard telling. I doubt it though, because Bunny's a fan favorite, but that doesn't always mean anything. Ian seems to be coming to the end of his rope with everything that's going on because of the man on the porch.
What about the man on the porch?
So is he going to be removed, either self-deletion, arrested, or just killed off somehow? I think he's a co-creator, so I doubt he's going to go anywhere, but maybe he's tired of acting in it. Who knows? He just wants to sit at home and collect the checks as being a co-creator. And who knows what's going on with Kyle? Was he him being moved by the warden? Because she doesn't fuck around, so she's established herself as a worthy adversary for sure. But I think that she would probably throw him in with some cartel members if she really wanted to eliminate Kyle. But maybe she's not even the one that called it. Maybe the guy in the suit made the move. But for the first time, I feel like something can go really south for one of the main characters, and that is a draw for me. Knowing that there are high stakes and that not everything's going to be predictable or that problems are just going to magically go away. I've actually been watching this show weekly, which is a really good sign, because normally if I'm not that into something, I'll just let episodes pile up and then I'll binge it. But the fact that I'm eager to see the next episode shows that it has actually pulled me in. So I definitely look forward to the next episode and what the rest of the season has to offer. I'll probably try to do weekly reviews of this so that I can stay more on point and break down certain aspects of a storyline, but we'll see how things go. And I also wanted to mention that just because they got camera shots like this, that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop hating this character. Or maybe it will.